Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs with Valor. In this video today, I'm going to give you a little tip that'll help your rifle shooting get more consistent. Let's go ahead and get started. Guys, one of the biggest mistakes that I see shooters make is that they have a bunch of stuff on their rifle and they have different hand positions depending on what shooting position that they're in. What I like to do is keep my shooting positions the same. In other words, what I mean is wherever my hands are on the rifle, I keep them the same regardless of what position I'm in, whether that's standing, whether that's kneeling, or whether that's prone. Because if I keep moving my hands all over the place, I'm not as consistent as I need to be. So I want to keep my hands in one space. And I want to make sure that I can use this. If I'm shooting in the daytime, I need to be able to present onto target and take the shot. But at nighttime, if I do the same thing, I've got to be able to actuate my white light. So my hands need to be in that consistent position at all times. Buttstock of the rifle also needs to be in the same position, guys. Sometimes you'll see people moving it back and forth, or they'll try to change it forward or backwards. It's not going to work out too well for you. So they'll push it out, push it all the way in. I like to keep mine the exact same all the time. That way it doesn't move. That way it's always in the same spot. My head's in the same spot. My nose goes to the same spot every single time, and I have a consistent presentation, whether I'm in standing, kneeling, or prone, as I said. Those are your three main positions that you're going to use. The other ones are nice. They're little niche positions like sitting and fetal and rollover. Those are all good niche positions, but people very rarely use them. So our main positions are standing, kneeling, and prone. And you're going to see the importance of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot from 100 yards prone, 75 and 50 kneeling, and standing at 25. And as you can see in the background right here, I've got three different bullseyes. They're going to be able to tell me how well and how consistent that I am. And you can use this kind of target here to do this, or you could just stack three bulls on top of one another. It's fine. But as you're going to see from the video, when I'm shooting, my hands are going to be in the same position, whether I'm in the prone position. Is going to be the same at 75 and 50, and it's also going to be the same at 25. It has to be able to work across the spectrum. So hopefully you'll be able to get some value from this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get eyes and ears on, and we're going to go live. All right, guys, as you can see, if I'm in this prone position, whether it's when I'm using a magazine to rest the rifle for more stability, or if I was up on my elbows, my hands are still in the same position as they're going to be in the kneeling and as well as the standing. So I don't change this. I keep this all the same no matter what shooting position that I'm in. So I'm going to shoot here, get my natural point of aim from prone. So that my sights settle back down every time. I'm going to shoot top bullseye from back here at 100. Just 3 rounds, that's all. All right, so what I'm looking for, guys, is consistency from bullseye to bullseye. Let's go up to 75 and do some kneeling. All right, so here I am back at 75 yard line and I'm kneeling. Notice my hand positions, nothing changed from the prone, and it's not going to because I want to keep this consistent. So once again, back here at 75, I'm going to be on the middle bullseye. We can get our natural point of aim here as well. Okay, all right guys, out here 25, I'm going to shoot bottom bowl, and so this is going to be standing. Once again, notice my hand position. It's the exact same as it was at 100 prone and 75 kneeling. And up here at 25, I'm going to shoot that bottom bowl, the exact same hand position, same presentation. I keep it consistent across the board. Notice when I bring the rifle up, I keep my head still. Okay, it's going up to 7. When I get up to 7 yards, I like to work my offset aim because when I'm inside up close, especially 25 yards and in, we're gonna have to remember our sight muzzle offset. So what I'm gonna do is use that left square on the target rather than the circle bullseye. So if I was in here, same hand position as always, I'm not changing anything. So my job is keep those rounds inside that square, but I've got to remember my offset. So notice the presentation, the hand position on the rifle is identical to in all the other shooting positions. I'm just going to come up. Okay, good deal. Let's go check the target. Okay guys, as you can see here, this is my 100 prone, all rounds touching that 10 ring, so that's good in the prone. Down here, when I shot at 75, I got 2 good ones here. This one would still be in the vitals on our ridge target. We have a circle vital zone. This one climbed on me at the last second in that kneeling, and I knew exactly what that was, but these felt really good, and as you can see, they are. Standing, of course, all 10 ringing in from 25 here, and all 3 of my rounds for that 7-yard offset are there. So once again, guys, the reason we get consistent shooting like this across the board, and it's because of the consistent hand position and the consistent presentation of the rifle. I can only consistently present the rifle if I have a constant hand position with my rear hand as well as my support hand, and I don't change anything depending on my position or anything like that. I keep it the same across the board, so you'll be able to go out, dry practice this. If you can't make it out to the range as much as you'd like to, you can do your dry practice inside of your basement or a wall that you've got Kevlar or something on that, or a safe, and you can dry practice this in your own house if you don't have the time to go to the range. So get out there, work those fundamentals, work that consistent hand positioning, and this will definitely help you across the board in your development as a shooter. If you found the information in the video helpful, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn how to do more drills with your rifle, come on out to Valor and we can help you with that. This is Reid Henrichs with Valor reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.